The Irishman, directed by Martin Scorsese and written by Steven Zaillian, is a film that examines the life of Frank Sheeran, the man who claims to have killed Jimmy Hoffa, and his reflections on his life and career as a painter for the Bufalino crime family. Based on the book I Heard You Paint Houses by Charles Brandt, The Irishman is a film that reflects on the personal and universal toll violent actions take on those who are involved and those who are innocent, from the source who orders it, the executioner, and those who bear the weight of the consequences of the previous two's actions, wittingly or no. While the performances and most of the writing is great, there are some things that I saw coming due to the overuse of tropes and knowing some of the larger history, as well as some visual issues with the de-aging process. The Irishman is beautifully acted throughout by all members of the cast. There are absolutely no wasted performances in this film. Those that really stood out were, of course, the major players, De Niro and Pesci, who go through the gambit of life's emotions due to the heightened degree of their long careers in crime and the emotional and physical consequences that come with it. De Niro's performance once again proves he is still one of the best actors we have seen on film. He is able to make Frank Sheeran a full character, with emotional strain and at times sorrow, despite him being a cold-hearted criminal. We shouldn't feel for him, as he goes to hit after hit, but in the build-up for the last one, you really feel the emotional distress and care he has for Hoffa, played arrogantly well by Pacino, who at times is frustrating as a character and, of course, a little over the top. Pesci's abilities as an actor are even more expanded upon, as he is not playing his usual role within the mob genre. His volume is brought down and to make room for the weight of his actions to be really felt by the audience. I also really enjoy performances from the actors who played the so-called smaller roles, like Anna Paquin, Ray Romano, and Stephen Graham. We see these massive reverberations in not only the victim's family, but their own families as well, especially Sheeran's. Anna Paquin as Peggy Sheeran is by far one of my favorite performances, if not actually my favorite. The way she conveys her disappointment and anger in her father through her body language and lack of lines speaks so much louder than any dialogue she could have had. And even when she does give her couple lines, she really makes an emotional impact. For the most part, the performances of De Niro, Pesci, and Pacino are unchanged, with the added aspect of Scorsese's and ILM's youthification process that it's some moviegoers worried about when it first was announced. However, at times, the process was very close to the argument that some people have about the Polar Express and the recent Gemini Man, in that during movement and unnatural positions for the technology, it looked very out of place. You can't change the physical movements of the actors, as they are supposed to be playing younger versions of their character, so with the younger face on the older body, it looks very mismatched, and at times took me out of the film. Which in this case, with how long the film is, some people might have some difficulty getting back into its groove. Another issue some moviegoers are worried about is the runtime of The Irishman, which I myself had absolutely no issue with due to my affection with long and reflective filmmaking, a la Lawrence of Arabia. There were some sequences that I didn't find particularly interesting, where I felt less engaged, due to the overuse of mob tropes. But due to the framing and cinematography, I was able to be sucked right back into the story and its characters. A similar experience I had watching Stanley Kubrick's Barry Lyndon, a comparison that director Guillermo del Toro has also made. The Irishman is meant to be a reflection of Sheeran's life and his regrets and lack thereof. I would highly recommend to see it in a theater if you can, or if you know anyone that can stream it on a projector when it airs on Netflix on November 27th. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and check out this playlist for more film reviews and analysis.